Alright, welcome back to the Metro Detroit Poker Classic, episode number 2, our conclusion. I am your host, Terry Prince. Beside me again is still the Fish and Chips Poker Tour Coordinator, Jason Treese.
7 players remaining. We're in Bubble Boy.
Yep, we're on the bubble now. 6 players make the money. Next one out will be the last one to not make money. It's our $200 buy-in event, 20,000 chip starting stacks. Here are our remaining 7 players. Larry Phillips in seat number 1. Drew Humes in seat number 3. 4th Street Poker Club. Seat number 4, Tim Clark. In seat number 5, yet to play a hand at this final table, Kevin Martirana. Seat number 6. Seat number 8, Mike C. He has not seen a hand he didn't like. In seat number 9, Jeff Humes, father and son Humes team. And in seat number 10, Mark C. I believe Mark and Mike are brothers. So here we go. Our blinds are still 1,500 and 3,000 with a 3,000 chip big blind ante. Jeff is under the gun and folds around to Larry with King of Hearts, Jack of Hearts, raises to 6,000 chips. Folds around to Mike with Queen 10, defends from the big blind. We're going to see a flop, heads up. Ace 10 ace, 2 clubs, nobody's got a club. Mike's got top pair, bottom pair, pair of 10s. Larry's got a gut shot draw. Both check. 7 of hearts, doesn't help anybody. Mike's going to bet out now 6,000. Larry reaches for calling chips, makes the call. His gut shot draw does not come with a 4 of hearts. 10s are our best hand. They both check it down. Mike's going to win this 28,500 chip pot. Those aces probably slowed things down a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Still at 15, 3 and 3. Mark under the gun with pocket kings.
Well, he's going to like this hand.
I think that's our most premium hand we've seen so far at this final table.
Yep.
Corey's pocket queens earlier, and we had pocket jacks earlier. It's our first time with pocket kings. Raises at 12,000, makes it a 4x raise. But right behind those kings is 2 aces.
Yeah, I think we know what's going to happen.
Yeah, Larry, 3 bets it all in. And pocket jacks. Holy cow, here we go. Who's going out on the bubble with this one? We got aces versus kings versus jacks. Is Tim going to be able to play these jacks correctly?
Could he ever fold?
Because, well, remember, there's 3 ways to play jacks, and they're all wrong.
Yeah.
And in this case, they are all wrong.
Yes.
He is sucking hind wind here.
Yeah. Raise, re-raise.
He does fold them.
It's always aces or kings.
Yep, he does fold them. He shows Drew as he throws them into muck. That's the right play here. He's going to really like it when he sees this on tape.
In Mark's spot, are you thinking, did I run into aces?
Yep, Mark makes the call, finds out he ran into aces. Right there, he shows him. You're in bad shape. Here comes our flop. Oh, it's a king in the door! Oh, wow. The king comes home, and
Aces
Larry is our bubble boy.
Pocket aces, too.
Yep.
Wow.
Goes out with aces. That is a hard way to go out. Wow. Larry Phillips, our 7th place finisher, our bubble boy, goes out with pocket aces. That's got to sting.
We've made the money.
We are at the money. Kevin has folded his way to the money. He hasn't played a hand yet. Tim looks down at pocket deuces under the gun. Just limp in here or you raise?
Yeah, especially right after the jacks.
He raises to 6. And Again, raise. Folds around to Mark with K9. King 9. The dog hand. Offsuit, makes the call. Drew defends his big blind. Jack 9 offsuit. Three-way action to the flop.
And with a little luck.
King, but Tim hits a deuce for bottom set. Mark hits top pair, so I think Mark's going to find a meat grinder here. And he's going to be in the wrong end of it. He bets out 8,000, and Tim's definitely not going anywhere.
Is it just a call?
He raises to 20. I don't mind the raise here because of the two clubs on the board.
Yeah.
He's got to defend against that flush draw. So Mark's definitely going to know here his king's no good. I'm guessing it gets out of the way. And he does.
He does.
Yeah, he didn't. He only had the one club, so he would need runner clubs for a flush. He knows his king is no good. So into the muck they go. Tim takes it down. Kevin now under the gun in this hand with ace-4 offsuit, also into the muck. Still has yet to play a hand. Mike, on the other hand, has played almost all of them. Makes the call with king 5 with clubs. Drew calls from the small blind. Tim looks down at ace-9 of diamonds. The small blind, or the big blind, makes check. Three-way action to the flop. 3-8 jack. Drew catches a pair of eights. Mike has a flush draw. Tim has Gork. Tim bets out 6,000, gets two callers. 3 hearts doesn't help anybody. They check around. To the river we go. Queen of diamonds. Also helps no one. Mike does not catch a flush. Tim does not catch anything. Drew's pair of eights are good.
I figure this might just check through.
No, it's not going to check through. Mike takes a stab at it. Both players fold.
Hey. Picked up the pot.
Picked up the pot with the worst hand.
Gotta do that.
Yep, here's our updated chip counts now. You can see Mark's out in the lead with 228K. Kevin at the back end with 29K. Jeff was the chip leader at the start of the table, now in 5th place.
Just a double up away though.
Yeah, put it right back in third, 4th place there. Mark got quite a lead on Drew. Lines are still at 15, 3, and 3. Drew wakes up with the jacks again. So he's got 2 red jacks. That's out to 7,000 chips. A little over on the raise.
See if Tim can get these same luck he had with deuces.
It's 3s. Kevin finally found a hand he likes. King, queen suited. Shoves all in for 21,000. I'm guessing he's not going to get the pot down that easily.
Yeah, I think
Drew's going to come along.
Definitely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Drew makes the call. Tim probably going to fold. Nope.
Grabbing chips.
Yep. He's not going to
Well,
fold.
I get worked with the pocket deuces, so
He does make the call. So Kevin's probably not liking that. 2 calls with his all in, but if he manages to triple up, he'll like that. He does got overcards to the boards. He's got a decent shot. Gets a queen right off the bat and a king.
and 3 flops bottom set.
Oh, yeah. Tim catches a set. Wow, this has got bad news written all over it for Kevin. He flops what he thinks is freaking golden, and he's in a world of hurt. Drew checks his jacks with the 2 overcards on the board. Tim bets out 25K to isolate. Is Drew going to get rid of his jacks? He's going to realize they're no good here. He does.
Yeah.
He folds them. And Kevin can't believe his luck. Like, wow, I get 2 pair and you got to hit a set.
Wow.
7 of clubs doesn't help. Kevin needs a king or a queen. Doesn't get it with the 10 of diamonds. Kevin is our 6th place finisher. Goes out with a $340 win. Played one hand at the final table, and it was his demise.
Yeah.
That
Waited for a
just-
good time.
Yeah, that was just bad luck. I mean, he hit the top 2 pair. He thought he was golden, but that Tim hits bottom set, just wrecks his world.
Timmy just chipped up too with the flat set of deuces.
Yep. And now gets a set of 3s to go with it. So he's got a big stack of blues there. You can see behind him. Drew calls from the button with 8-10. Tim looks down at 10-5 of clubs. Calls from the big blind. Mike checks it, or calls from the small blind. Mike checks his big blind. Going to see a flop of 6-6-6. The devil is in the house. I don't think anybody likes that, although Mike bets out 5,000. He's taking a stab at that pot. Drew makes a call. That's weird. 2 of clubs on the turn. This is definitely playing out strangely.
Yes.
What does Drew think he's going to get here?
So 5 of spades on the river.
Mike bet the whole way.
Oh, okay.
He bet 3 barrels, bluffs all the way, but does pick up the pot. Of course, you know it's not hard to bluff when the guy that you're bluffing has nothing. Also,
Yes.
and with 3 of a kind on the flop, it's pretty safe bet nobody's got anything.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's why Drew was calling that whole way, was that he knew Mike didn't have anything, and he was just hoping to hit something to trap him with, but he never got there. Of course, Mike did have the best hand, all things considered. So this one's shaping up. Drew's going to try his luck with Tim's pocket 3s. Did not catch his set. Jeff shoved all in with queen 9 of spades when he picked up middle pair on the flop, but he's going against Mark, who has top pair.
Some outs.
So yeah, he's got outs to 2 pair or a set trips. Mark got top pair with a pair of 10s and a jack, running around a straight draw. Mark makes the call. Jeff gets out of the way. Or Drew gets out of the way. Jeff sees that he's not in good shape. 5 of hearts does not help.
No.
And ace of diamonds also does not help. And Mark takes Jeff out. Jeff is going to be our 5th place finisher. Racks up $500 for his efforts. We are now down to 4-handed action at this final table. We still have the brothers, Mark and Mike, in. The father of our father-son duo is out now. So we've got Mark, Mike, Drew, and Tim. Sounds like a radio show. Still at 1,500, 3,000 blinds. These guys have deep stacks and are not afraid to play them. 3-way action to our flop. We've got 3 diamonds on the flop. 6-8 queen. Mark is the only one with a diamond in his hand. Checks around to everybody. King of clubs on the turn. Mark has the best hand. Now has a straight draw as well with diamond flush draw. Oh, Tim's got a 7 of diamonds, but it ain't no good. He's also got an open-ender.
That's kind of a break there. Oh,
No, the diamond did
the
come.
diamond.
So
Yeah.
Tim and Mark both made flushes. Mark's got a better one. And Drew's the one that bets out with bottom pair. Pair of 3s, they're no good. Drew knows his 7's no good either. Which actually did beat Drew. But now Mark's got to determine is his jack high flush any good. Well, the queen's out there, so there's really only 2 cards that beat him.
Yeah. I think it's definitely a call here.
Yeah. So he makes the call. Drew doesn't really even want
They
show
want
his
to show
hand,
that,
you know, he
pair
doesn't
of
want to show
threes.
his
Yeah.
garbage. Mark does show his jack flush, jack high flush. So Drew was embarrassed that he took a shot at that.
More chips in the Mark stack, too.
At least he had a pair.
Yeah.
Mark not going to get involved with Drew's 2-3. He folds that. Drew has king 6 of clubs. Makes the call from the button. Tim defends the small blind. Mike with jack 3 of spades and the big blind. Checks. 3-way action to follow. King 7 rainbow. Drew picks
Kings
up
out.
top pair. Yep. Tim's got a pair of 7s. That's out 6,000. Drew calls his 6. Heads up to the turn. 4 spades, no help.
Slow down now.
Drew is 6-1 on this to win this hand.
Oh, he's got fire.
Tim still fires away 11,000 into this one.
He's probably raising here.
He does. He raises to 22, makes a min raise. Now Tim's got to realize his 7s aren't any good.
Yeah.
Into the muck they go. Drew takes it down.
It's like a 56th hand. The final table.
Just goes to show how the revised structure and the deep stack on this plays out. We're 15, 3 and 3. Players still have plenty of chips in their stack. We're 56 hands in to the final table. In the normal MBPS structure, this would be about the end of the end of the tournament. Here we still have 4 players and a lot of chips.
Oh yeah.
3 ways on the flop here. Drew's got second pair with a pair of queens. Mike's got bottom pair with a pair of 6s. That's out 6,000. Drew makes the call. 9 of hearts doesn't help anybody. Mike bets out again. Drew
Quick call.
makes the call. This is very similar to the last hand we just saw.
Yep.
Bets out again.
Barreling on the river there.
3 barrels at it. How confident is Drew in his queens?
It's a 25,000 chip bet too. I think he makes the call here.
He's got the best hand,
Yeah.
but the king's got to scare him a little. I mean, Mike threw out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he makes the crying call.
Yeah.
He's going to find out he's
Yeah.
best. That was the crying call. Gonna take Mike's chips. That time his 3-barrel semi-bluff did not get through.
That's the right size bet in the end there too. That's a good.
That was
It's
a
a
good.
good-
It made Drew think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely a big bet, but Drew did make the call. Maybe he needed to do a little bit bigger of a bet. Tim has king 10, makes the call from under the gun.
Ace queen's back here.
Drew raises from the big blind with ace queen of suit. They've got each other's suits, so
Yeah.
even if we get a three spades or 3 hearts on the board, which we don't, but if we did, they're no good. For Tim would be in a world of hurt. Drew bets out 15,000 on our flop there with 2 spades, 10 high. Nobody hit any of that. Well, no, I take that
Yeah.
back. Tim's got
He's
top
out
pair.
ahead, yeah.
Top pair, so
Never not going anywhere.
no. Drew bets out with air, ace high.
Is that calling chips in his hand here? Yes.
Makes call. I don't know if I call there.
Yeah.
With the 2 spades on the board, top pair, you know it's not going to be that strong. Well, okay, maybe he knew something we didn't. He just picked up trips. We've now got this hand with Drew drawing dead.
And that's over quickly there.
Drew checked it. He gave up. Tim bet out. And that was all it was. There's our updated chip count. You can see Mark's well in the lead. Almost 2-1 over Drew in second. And Tim really nipping at Drew's heels. Mike definitely still has a playable stack of 5,000 chips. There's nothing, he's almost 3-1 behind Mark with the lead, but our blinds and antes still aren't that high. We're at 2-4-4 now, so he's got an M value of 10. With still got 25 big blinds, so definitely playable.
Yep, plenty of time to pick a spot.
Yep, no urgent action needed. Although he might want to tighten up a bit. He has a tendency to play every hand he sees. So.
Yeah, and that's how the chip stack can dwindle very quickly.
3 players see this massive flop of 3-3-4 with 2 hearts. Pretty sure nobody caught any of that. Tim out in the lead with king high. Everybody checks. Mark bets his big stack, 12,000 chips. Drew calls with jack 9, which is, again, everybody's got complete air. 5 of hearts now, puts 3 hearts on the board and makes a small straight. Ace deuce would be looking great. 7 of diamonds gives Mark top pair.
Yeah.
Lots of scare out there, though. Mark bets out. Drew had air, so he folds.
Yeah.
But, very scary board in some ways when you had no action pre-flop. Just could have had some funky calls.
And, people are playing a little more cautious, trying to make a spot up.
I mean, it's 4-handed action, so players' ranges are going to be really loose.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of different possibilities here. You can't wait for face cards all the time because with 4-handed, they're just not going to come.
Yeah.
You got to open your range, play a lot. But here comes some cards. We got pocket 5s versus pocket 9s, and then 2 aces on the flop. Got to scare everybody.
Probably slow things down, you would think.
Drew checks the 5s. Tim's reaching for the betting chips. That's 22,000.
Staying aggressive here.
Drew makes the call. The 2 aces got to help. If there was just 1 ace, that might slow things down a bit. But 2 of them out there reduces the chance that your opponent has one.
Yeah, check real quick there.
Runs out with a 7 and a 4. No real improvement on the flop, turn, or river. We've got 9s versus 5s still. Aces. Now Drew's going to bet out 45,000. That's a hell of a bet.
Yep, it's a big bet.
Tim counting out chips.
Quickly counting out chips.
But still thinking.
And
Makes a crying call. Flips over the winner. Takes down this big pot. 152,000 chips in that pot. That's going to elevate him into the second chip position.
Okay, yeah.
Mike looked down at pocket deuces. Now might be a good time to get some of those chips in the middle. Being on the relative short stack.
That's a raise.
Raise it to 30K. That's about a third of his stack.
It's a big raise.
Goes over to Tim with king, queen of clubs and big blind. $26K to call. And it is a big raise.
Oh, yeah.
3 times the size of the
7X.
pot. Flop comes 8-8-3, 2 clubs.
Deuces in front.
Yep, but Tim's got
Bunch of outs.
big flush draw with 2 overcards. Mike goes all in with his pocket deuces. That's a good bet.
Yeah, it's a good play.
He's got to defend against that flush. The 8s and 3s he can't really be worried about. Pre-flop, that's not going to be in anybody's range with his 30K big bet, so
Yeah.
he can't be really afraid of the flop, but he is afraid of those clubs. He's got to figure he's either up against an overpair or 2 big cards, which he was up against the big cards. Tim does make the call,
Okay.
flip it over, so he's on the club draw. It's a 9 of diamonds, is no help. But the king of hearts does give Tim top pair and wipes out the deuces of Mike. And Mike goes out in 4th place, $730 for his effort. He made the right bet, just got unlucky on the river.
Yep.
So we're down to 3-handed now at our final table. Action's been pretty heavy since we got down to. Actually, been pretty heavy ever since we got down to the money. We had 3 quick eliminations, and here we are now. And we're still seeing some decent hands. Got Queen Jack suited here against Ace 6 offsuit. Drew goes all in over the top of Mark's raise. Mark makes the call. Drew is the short stack now at the table.
Looking for an
82,000
ace.
chips in the pot for a double up. Drew catches a straight.
Yeah.
Flops a straight.
Wow.
How about that? Nice double up for Drew. That's what you look for on that. Just iron it up right on the flop.
Yep.
Take care of it. Put a fork in it. Done like dinner. Well, Mark takes that beat with ace-king offsuit. Raises to 15,000. Drew quickly calls with pocket 7s. Tim's got 7-6, so one of Drew's outs are in the muck. Five, 6, Jack Rainbow. No help to anybody. Drew's 7s are still in the lead.
So Mark just makes a.
Mark's betting out his continuation bet with Ace King for 15,000. Drew comes along. Deuce of clubs completes the 4 suits on the board. Not going to be any possible flush draws.
Quick check by Drew.
Mark's still reaching for chips.
That's a big bet.
Yeah, it puts Drew all in. And Drew's thinking about it. I mean, he's got second pair. There's a straight draw possibility. 3-4 makes it straight, but pre-flop action, I don't see that happening.
Yeah.
Mark was the pre-flop aggressor. He's not going to pre-flop raise with 3-4, I don't think. So,
Drew's committed a lot of chips to this pot already,
yeah,
too.
he does make the call. Going to find out he's in good shape. Just needs to avoid an ace or a king, and does.
He does.
10 of hearts gives Drew another double up, and now he's right back in the things. Still at 2-4-4. Mark looks down at Jack 5 of hearts. Motown. Drew with ace 7 offsuit. Picks up a 7 on the flop for a pair. That's out 5K after Mark checks. Check raises to 14,000. Drew makes the call. He's not afraid of that. It's like, I got a pair. I can come along. And he's got 2 pair now.
Yes.
Mark's drawing dead.
Yes.
But Mark bets out. 14,000 after his check raise. Drew's got to be liking this 2 pair now.
Just a quick call, right?
Yep. Comes along. Deuce of diamonds.
Pretty meaningless card there.
Yeah, that's a brick. Mark was drawn dead in the first place, but he's going to fire a 3rd bullet.
Yeah, just trying to paint a picture here. Something substantial.
29,000.
Yeah.
That's almost half the pot. Looks like Drew's counting out raising chips here.
Yeah. All blues.
Raises to 80. Mark knows he got caught. There's no way he's calling this. He got jack high.
Yeah.
There goes the cards.
Run a heater.
Ships the chips off to Drew, who's now got to be among the chip leaders here.
Over a course of about 3 hands.
Yep. Our 93rd hand here at the final table. So now we can see this has been going on for a while.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. That's what I said earlier. These stack sizes and these chip counts and these blind levels, there's a lot of play here. Ace 4 raises to 16. Drew calls with Queen 9 from big blind. 8-8-5 rainbow. No help to anybody. Mark bets out.
Quick
Drew
call.
calls. 10 of diamonds, also no help.
Ace high and lead.
This time he checks. He's like, I'm not getting my hand caught in that ringer again. King of spades. That's a brick. Ace high still good. Ace high checks. Ace high wins.
Yeah.
That's another one of those hands I think I bet what takes it down. But Mark had to be a little skittish. He lost 3 hands where he 3-barreled it. So he had to be a little skittish by now.
Lost a lot of chips.
Yep, got to be on the shorter end of chip stacks now. Tim raises Queen Jack off suit. Mark calls with King 9. And we have a flop of Ace, Queen Jack, 2 clubs.
2 pair for 10.
Tim catches 2 pair. Mark's got a straight draw.
Running diamonds.
Mark check. Tim bets 10. And Mark gonna check raise with
That's what it
his
looks like.
gutter ball and a runner's backdoor flush. He does and makes it 30K. Representing an ace.
Yeah, Tim's not going anywhere.
Tim comes over the top, all in. And Mark says, nope.
Ends that quickly.
Yeah, he takes care of that. That's a good bet by Tim. He did actually have the best hand. But that had to be a scary proposition to come over the top on that 3-bet with the ace out there. Mark could have easily had an ace. Tim looks down at 5-4 of spades from the button. Limps in. Mark raises to 20K with Jack 10 off suit. Drew looks down at Ace 10 off suit. Makes the
Quick
call.
call.
Tim,
Thinking about folding there, it looks like.
I would think.
And he does.
Yep. Heads up action of the flop. 7, 3, 8, 2 spades.
Hits
No
that
help
one.
for anybody. It's a black flop, and everybody's got red cards in their hand.
It looks like Mark's betting all his chips.
He did. He He's got a gutter ball. That's all his chips. Drew's got air too. I mean, so that's a continuation bet by Mark. He was the original raiser. Drew makes the call with ace high. Gives an opportunity to give Mark his chips, some of his chips back here. Jack, yes, and a queen. Not that the queen mattered, but the jack definitely did. Mark catches a double up.
Much needed.
Now he's right back in it. Chips just going around the table. Here we are, hand number 121.
Wow.
And now you know why this was a two-part episode.
11 approaching midnight too, by the timestamp.
And this was this event started at noon, so these players have been playing for almost 12 hours.
Yeah.
There was a dinner break, so that helped. But blinds did go up. We're at 3,000, 6,000, 6,000 chip ante. But with 540,000 chips in play, that is still very small.
Quick there. 10 to 3 pair.
Yep. Yeah, top 3 pair. Drew pocket 7s on the button. Raised to 18,000. 10 king 10. Folds that. That's kind of strange out of the small blind. That was a very playable hand.
Absolutely.
Mark
Similar.
Queen Jack
Yeah, similar.
makes the call. Defends from the big blind.
Look at this.
Oh, Drew caught trips. Makes a set, top set. Mark catches
Let's
top
him
pair
catch
now. Yep.
Let's him catch top pair.
Let him catch up, and Mark checks. So you gotta look at your
Small
look
bet.
out. I'll bet here comes a
Yep.
check raise coming right
Yep.
here.
Small bet. Great bet by Drew.
Mark thinks he let Drew hang himself, but it was really the other way around.
And
Yep,
there's a raise.
check raise makes it 50K. So
He's
does
got-
Drew 4-bet here, or just
Yeah.
just make the Hollywood call?
He's
here?
got the chips to maybe just make the call here to set it up for an all-in on the back end.
I mean, you got to think Drew's Hollywooding this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, he got exactly what he wanted. He let Mark catch up,
Yep.
and Mark did. He caught it. Yep. So
So it
here
looks
comes
like-
here comes the 4-bet all in.
Yep.
Now Mark's like, what did I get myself into? He calls.
Okay. Yeah.
Top pair is no good. Caught my set on the
He's
turn on
drawing.
the river.
Mark's drawing dead.
Yeah, on the flop.
Yeah.
Pretty dead. Deuce doesn't do it. Drew takes Mark out. Mark is our 3rd place finisher.
Still a decent payday.
Oh yeah, for sure. Catches $1,080.
Yep. A lot of ups and downs there late.
Look at this chip count. 342 to 341.
Yeah.
There, you can't get any
Can't script it even.
can't get any closer than that when 1,000 chip is the lowest chip in play. So
Yeah. Essentially even.
it is even. Even Steven. This is anybody's game. I'm going to do a little bit of rearranging at the table to get a little spread out. They were seated next to each other, so.
Did the players negotiate a chop? On the
No,
prize money?
this was not, I do not believe this was chopped.
Okay.
I think this is being played out. Tim looks down at pocket kings
Wow.
from the button and the small blind. Drew defends. Drew catches a pair of 4s. King's still dominating. 2 spades on the flop. Nobody's got any black cards in their hand. They're all red. Drew checks his middle pair. Tim bets out 25K. Drew calls.
Comes one.
Ace of clubs, you got to think. This is going to slow things down a
Yeah. I think it would.
bit. And it does. They both check. 5 of clubs. And the club draw gets there. Runner. There's also a straight out there. Wheel possibility. Drew bets 83,000 and finds out that he's not in good shape.
Very quick call there.
Tim makes a quick call and collects that big pot. Over 200,000 in that pot.
So now, looking like a 2-1 chip lead now.
Drew on the button in the small blind. Limps in, 7-4, Tim 9-8 suited, checks it. Let's see a flop of 3-5-5. Where is Terry's hand when you need it? 2 spades. Tim has the flush draw. Drew has a gutter ball draw. 10 of spades. Tim makes his flush. He's got a hammerlock on this hand. Drew's drawing dead.
What's he gonna do?
Tim checks his flush.
Okay, Drew checks behind.
6 gives Drew a straight. Oh boy.
That's the best case scenario you could ever.
That was Tim's money card right there.
Yes. I think this tournament's over.
Tim bets out 30K. Does Drew shove with his straight?
I can't think of.
Well, the flush is out.
It's there.
It's
I
there.
agree, but I don't.
He does. He
Yeah.
shoves with it all in.
And if you got it, you got it. I think at this point.
Tim looks down
Drew's
at his
spot.
flush just to make sure he's got the spades. Makes the call. And this tournament
wrap.
is over. Drew just realizes that was his death card.
Wow. I don't. Again, it's. I don't think you could even script it any better.
Nope. Drew takes down second place, $1,590.
Very nice
Tim
payday.
wins this, $2,500, $60. It was not a chop. They played it out. Just like that, we have our finish.
Yep. Congratulations to.
Good job, Tim. Good job, Drew. And all the players here. Congratulations. For Jason Treese, I am Terry Prince. Thanks for tuning in. This is the Metro Detroit Poker Classic, joint effort with Fish and Chips Poker Tour. Thanks for coming out.
See you at the next one.
Good night, all.